Seven. It's day 7. I made it 1 week so far on my vegan cleanse, sobriety, feeling great. I got up and ran Monday and Tuesday. I didn't post it on Monday. My garment or my watch wouldn't sync to my phone, then my phone went off. And but anyways, I did run 2 days in a row in the morning, 5 a.m. Still hot as heck here in Sarasota, but I feel good. I feel great. This whole thing has been about just feeling better. And like I always say, the bonus is the weight loss. I typically run at night, so this is a challenge. I like my sleep. I like to sleep in. So the only reason why I'm running in the morning as opposed to at night is because I'm trying to make myself do something different, like going vegan and not drinking. So it's something different. Today's topic, what I'd like to talk about, I don't know, it kind of rolls into a bunch of different things, but staying true to yourself and not comparing yourself to others. So when I created my No Excuses business, along with my No Excuses YouTube page, probably I think it's 9 years ago, the whole thing was just to get back to the basics. There's so much media, even back then, so much different information out there that people were getting confused as far as what diet to follow, what guru to follow, what information on the web should you believe and trust. And so being in that field of research, I do the same thing. I'm like constantly trying to find a reputable source. I don't just, like WebMD is great, healthline.com. There's so many different ones out there, but it confuses people. There's so much like, do I do the diet for my blood type? Do I do the diet for my body shape? Just so much stuff. And I'm like, just throw all that out and just get back to the simple basics, kind of like what we said yesterday, your output exceeding your input. We can make it so simple. My main 2 diet tips, don't tell anybody, or health tips I should say, is push yourself away from the table and get moving. I mean, really, that's your output and your input. It's so simple, but we overcomplicate everything. But along with that, we're also always looking at somebody else and comparing ourselves to them. And that's not, God created us to be different because he created each one of us unique and special and kind. And so it gets really hard when social media now, especially, even from 10 years ago, now there's just more avenues and you're constantly comparing yourself. Well, this person looks like this and this person looks like this. I want to be like that. I love to watch fitness gurus in their prime, but I also like to know, like, every once in a while, God, I hope they sit at home and on the couch and have a slice of pizza. I have always been that type of a trainer who keeps a good balance. Ask anybody I used to work with, especially back at Fit and Firm when I first started. I always had balance, and I still carry balance in my life. I am one that I like to have a drink, and I like to have pizza, and I like to have French fries. But I also love to work out, and I know if I do have those things, then I know that I have to have some kind of a balance, and that's why, I started doing endurance training, like I said before, several different reasons, the workout, the therapy, but because I do like to indulge, but I want to enjoy life. Like, I don't want to ever run around and be like, oh, I can't have that. And then later on my deathbed, having, I don't like even putting things into fruition, but all of a sudden being like, well, I wish I would have ate that. I wish I would have done that. I'm a firm believer in drink the wine, eat the cake, and buy the shoes. Oh, I can't wait to show you my fabulous shoes. Another day. So stay true to yourself. Do not compare yourself to others. Not even, the only perfect person in this world is God, and I'm not about to try to compare myself to him. So don't get hung up in trying to do something. We all have different body types. We all have different backgrounds. We all have different ethnicities, and that's what makes us special, and that's what makes us important. So don't compare yourself. They're not going through the same steps you are. They didn't come up with your same upbringing. So you can't sit there and even begin to compare yourself. And nobody's perfect. Oh my gosh. Speaking of being perfect, here I am walking around today, going out to the car in my cute little high heels and my dress, and boop, nice little raspberry. Tripped over them damn shoes. The second time I've tripped in them stupid shoes, and they went right in the trash when I got home. But nobody's perfect. And I believe God humbles us for those reasons. Like, don't think that you're better than anybody else. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how much education you have. Stay humble. Don't ever, because if you don't, God will make sure that he keeps you humble. So make sure that you just don't compare yourself to anybody. Now, is it nice to have a role model? Yes. Is it nice to have a mentor? Yes, I have one, several. And it's okay to look at somebody and be like, oh, okay. Like I always say, don't go to a dentist with rotten teeth. Don't go to a doctor who smokes. Don't go to a fitness trainer who's fat. So, and I say that very cautiously because one, I do like to eat what I want to eat and drink what I want to drink. And it's not of do as I say and not as I do. I tell my clients right up front, I'm very straight with them. Yes. And that's why I also, when I'm creating their diet, like, what do you love? You love pizza? Fine. We might rearrange the type of pizza, or we might, make some type of, some kind of alternatives there. And if you like sausage, let's maybe switch to ground beef, something like that. Like I want to make sure that whatever it is that you love to have, I want to keep that. If you make a diet too strict, you're not going to stick with it. So it's very important when building your meal. So when I say to, if you're looking for a fitness professional, make sure they're qualified, have credentials, insured, legit business. Make sure it's not just a weekend certification. But with that, also make sure that they're real. Make sure that they're a good person with your goals in mind and not just, what they think is right for you. So I really do a sit down. The first, hour or two is really just trying to get to know somebody. Because again, I don't want them to follow me, necessarily follow my guidance, but don't follow me. My diet and my workout routine is not for everybody. I have a crazy workout routine, but I love it. It's what I enjoy. I don't push that on somebody. I don't say, oh, because I love triathlons, I make all my clients like it. Absolutely not. They'd fire me in a heartbeat. So just know that you are unique. And everything about you, it makes you who you are. It reminds me of the movie On the Help. It says, you are kind, and you are important. You're special in your own way. And so please just stay true to yourself and stay true to what it is. Like I'm doing this vegan diet. I'm not doing this and documenting it just because I want someone else to follow and do exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing this as a journey for myself. And I would like to look back on this and be like, oh, so that's how it happened these 30 days. Because I know this isn't going to be the only time I do it. And then I can look back and say, oh, okay, well, I learned this during this process. And I learned this, the next time. But in comparing yourself, I don't know if you ever remember the story. This was when I was little. I don't even know how old I was. But do you remember the story? And I don't remember the exact name, so I'm just going to make up names as I go along. So there's this little boy, Johnny. And Johnny wanted to be like Bobby. Well, Bobby wanted to be like Kevin. And then Kevin wanted to be like George. And then George wanted to be like Sam. And then it all came back, and all Sam wanted to do was be like Johnny. So you have to think like everybody's trying to be like the next person. And then when it all comes down, they're just trying to be you. So stay true to you. Stay true to your beliefs. Stay true to whatever it is you want to do. Don't worry about being perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm one of those people. All I'm trying to do is, get through a yoga class without farting. I'm trying to walk down the doggone sidewalk without busting my knee in my heels. I'm just trying to be who I am, and just trying to be a better version of myself every day. If that's the one best tip or advice that I could give anybody, is just always strive to be the best version of you. Simple as that. I hope you learned something. I know it's just kind of a quick little tidbit, but just remember, stay true to you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.